Hey, it's Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing Jackpot Crash Course. So we're playing another game by Rachel Draws This. Also, new headphones that I have not used in a while because my other ones broke. Just found out they light up. I'm so excited. New game. Yeah, that. There's been a huge spike in crime rates in recent years. To regulate it, the level of punishment has been upped to an extreme for everyone. This has caused most government-run prisons to be overpopulated, underfunded, and in horrible conditions. Prisoners with long sentences will often die of malnutrition or illness before their sentence is over. But now, they can apply to outsourced private companies that provide alternative forms of punishment. The following program is intended for a mature audience and may be contents of graphic death, blood, gore, and violence. Your discretion is advised. Okay. WASD. Spacer, click to interact. I like that we can use the mouse this time. I always try to use the mouse. Clickable images glow when hovering with the mouse. I don't know where I cut out. I just messed it up. But anyway, I looked at the mirror and he said, looks like somebody else dressed me. I definitely wasn't wearing this when they put me to sleep. We are Eddie. Congrats, welcome to the show. Your role. Hold the letter. You won Brutal Bowl. A crowbar dispenses from the machine. Hesitantly pick it up when the slot machine swings outward, revealing a passage behind it. Yeah, me too. Okay. Uh-oh. We're missing part of the game. Okay. There we go, I fixed it. Like that. Good luck. Thank you. So I do have a partner. Who? They were a no-show. What took you so long? Well, whatever. At least you showed up at all. I started thinking they paired me up with someone that got cold feet. Cuff your left hand to proceed. Roulette? What a dumb game to start on. It's just luck. Hiya. Hey. You got a staring problem? No, I was just... I don't blame you. I've been told I'm pretty irresistible to ugly dudes. Starting to not mind being paired against this guy. Are we waiting for something? The sign says to put the cuff on, doesn't it? Yeah, why haven't you yet? Sheesh, what are you being so pushy for? I was waiting on you, slowpoke. Right. On the count of 3? Sounds fair. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully we don't need to know how to play, because I'm very not good at these things. Your time starts now. Finally. Already? Now it's looking somewhat like a proper game set. Still expected more pizzazz, though. Where's the audience? The cheers and the clapping? Or at least a host that explains how the game works? Less important. Let's get started. Wait, what's with all the waiting with you? Can't we just get on with it already? I don't know how to play. Can we check the rules first? I don't know how to play. So, you don't know how to play roulette? I don't gamble much. Why do you look so surprised? Don't look at me. Look at your mug. You have the same look as those washed-up brutes who drink and smoke in front of slots all day. We're checking the rules first. Fine. Thank God. You have 10 chips to start. Whenever one of you likes, you can start a round to bet. You can bet a maximum of 10 chips, or not bet at all each round. Oh gosh, guys. Once the betting period is over, you can press the button presented by the game to make the roulette wheel spin. You will return it based on how close you were to stop. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't read those. Not exchange with your opponent. You cannot purposely handle the roulette. Oh god, I get to keep it. Can I read it again? Well, it feels weird reading stuff like this outside of TV. Guess they're serious about this, huh? Still don't know why we have to be cuffed, though. Stop pulling. You think they'll hand out the key to the winner? I can't wait to get out of these. React to the elimination rule. It's already convinced to win. Because the cuffs are supposed to be some kind of motivator. You done looking around yet? I don't think that timer will be as forgiving of you wasting time as I am. Right, I think I'm good now. I'm actually not good, so you have 10 chips. What's on this side, though? No more rules. I already tried it. It's locked. Huh? It's locked. You hard of hearing or something? If it wasn't, I wouldn't be here. It's heavy-duty stuff. The doors we came in through are too. I'm guessing this will be where we proceed once, game's over? Yeah. We can stop stalling so we can get this over with. Okay. What's that up there? Huh? The demon-looking thing with the pipe down its throat? I'm not sure. Has it always been pointed at us? Nah. I swept this place 3 times over before you showed up. Seems it started up once we got the cuff on. Kinda feels like looking down the barrel of a gun. There might be a reason for that. Oh. As long as we don't make a break for it, we're probably fine. Or maybe as long as we don't lose at roulette. Or that. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go for way ahead of you. Is what I would have said any other time, but since it's apparently your first time playing, you do the honors, beginner's luck and all that. Thanks. You should go all in. I'm not doing that. I don't know, you were almost... I don't know, you sure about that one? What, something wrong with it? Nothing. I bet on 25 with 6 chips. I don't know how to play, this is gonna be bad. If I landed on 27, oh, so he would've won anyway. That spot usually never works. Something wrong? Oh no, good job. Thanks means a lot coming from a future loser. Feeling lucky this round? Hopefully. No, because I'm obviously not gonna pick the right one. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't know. 2? I'm gonna get it wrong anyway. He's probably gonna win. Ain't that considered bad luck in some places? Shit, is it? Where? Don't remember exactly, but to me it feels bad for sure. You're just saying that. Who knows? I think it's on 9. It's probably gonna be 9. 12. Yes. Oh, better luck next time, big guy. I don't think he even bet on that, did he? You know what they say, 3rd time's the charm. I'm counting on it. I don't know, I was looking at... Oh my god, should I just do one of them? Ooh, we'll do 3. I'm gonna lose anyway. Oh, so this is doing the opposite of me. Landed on 2. I'm on a roll. Guess your bet wasn't charming after all. Shut it. So now what? Did he? Oh, shoot. Nothing. I'm betting nothing. Yeah. I'm gonna say you don't have to. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep losing. I would've got it wrong anyway. I was gonna do black. Looks like Lady Luck's drooling all over me tonight. Would you cut that out already? What, winning? It's roulette. I don't have much of a choice in where the wheel lands, pal. No, treating this so normally. Rubbing in how much longer I've got to live. What the hell's wrong with you? What? Want me to get on my knees and apologize? You signed up to be here, didn't you? That doesn't mean I signed up to be gloated at by some arrogant prick. You haven't even given me a chance to catch up. Would you have? What? Giving me the chance. If our tables were turned, if you were the one winning right now, would you have let me? Someone you don't even know the name of catch up? It's luck, buddy. Just like how unlucky I got to be stuck with some whiny asshole who wasn't even my type. Is this like a dating thing or something? Am I, like, missing it? If it's not on your side, you weren't gonna make it very far here anyways. Besides, I don't see why I should feel sorry for someone who was dumb enough to get caught. And even dumber to choose to come here as though it wasn't entirely in your control. Use information cards in conversation to relay information to others or win arguments against them. Reason for imprisonment, what's that? You know what you did. I don't know. I don't have that card. I can't read the rules to him. Well, I guess we're reading this one. Sure. It's not my fault. It was the first time I'd gotten arrested. What, you weren't expecting to have consequences? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It's not like I had anywhere else to go. It's not like I'm some big evil criminal mastermind. And he's only had the one back exit. Cops have blocked off a bunch of roads. There weren't... That big pawn shop down in Moto's? Yeah. Look, last thing you're looking for is a pity party. Just forget I said anything. They tell you it would be easy? What? That'd be something quick? That you weren't just the guy they were looking for. That you were just the guy they were looking for, and that you just... No, I can't read. They were just the guy they were looking for, and they just needed you for a small favor? I was hard on cash. I work in a cubicle, for God's sake. I've never done anything like that before. I've never stolen from anyone. I'm not a criminal. I'm not like... I'm sorry, I lost my temper. That's not right for me to say. What, you're not like me? I like that you can see him in the glasses. Not until recently, anyways. Glad I said anything, you're right. I knew the risks coming here, same as you. I just wanted out, and it's a game, and I just got unlucky. I wouldn't have made it very far anyway, it's not your fault. What are you doing? You pressed the button to end the round. Wait, what? So we both lost? Or wait. Ball lands nowhere near where he bet. What's the fun of being far ahead this early in the race? Might as well level the playing field. Thanks. Better not take that for granted, by the way. I'm already starting to regret it. I don't figure out some kind of strategy for this. It's just gonna be luck deciding who lives and dies. Yeah, I don't know how to play, so 20 contestants were picked for this. If there's a room like this for all of us, then that means half are meant to die within the first round. Unless... You have 10 chips to start. Whenever one of you likes, you can start a round of bet. You bet up to 10 or not bet at all. Once the betting period is over, you can press the button. Present a bet that came to me through life. With a spin. A win up return based on how close you are. The one with the least amount of chips when the timer hits 0 is eliminated. If you receive more chips than your opponent by the end of the game, you will keep the amount of chips equal to that difference. You cannot... Oh! I clicked it too fast. That's okay. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. What? Don't bet this round. Oh, I see how it goes. Oh, I see how it is. Just because I heard you out once, you already think you can boss me around like I'm your lackey? That's a low blow. That's not what I'm... The rules. Did we read the rules closely enough? Hey, don't try cheating me out of this. They say we're not allowed to tamper with the wheel. No, about the win condition. What was the win condition in the rules? That whoever got the most would move on, right? Not exactly. It's only... Oh my god, I can't read today. It only said whoever got the least wouldn't move on. Never said anything about the winner. What are you playing at? If neither of us gets the least amount, then neither of us would get eliminated, right? If we tie, we'd both be allowed to pass. Sure, but what the rules say, we're not allowed to trade chips, and there's not much we can do to rig the odds. We both play the same thing. I still have higher chips than you, so I'd still end up winning. If we play randomly, then there's too much variation in how much you can win to ensure we get the same amount. Look, I get what you're going for, but trying to get out of one of us dying is just going to complicate things. Not unless we both win, we both lose. I don't know how that... You can't... I don't understand. If we each run out of chips, then we're both at 0 and neither technically has more than the other. We'd be tied. What if that means we're both eliminated? That would have been written in the rules. It doesn't say anything about a punishment for going broke. 1 minute remaining. Well, if that's the best chance we have, you'd better be quick about it. Play roulette until each of you runs out of chips or become equal. Oh, I only have 4. Yes. Watch it be 10. Wait, since you're an expert on losing, why don't you choose where to bet for me? Don't you like the way you put it, but I guess I'll try. I don't know, here? That was easy. I don't know how to play. There, we're equal. Alright, let's stop betting. Sure about this, hotshot? 100%. How's that percentage looking? Lower. Please proceed to the next area. Oh my gosh. That reminded me of the elevator scene. Ugh. I take back what I said about you not being my type. Thanks. Now then, you heard the ominous voice. Let's get going. Wait, before that. What's up? You, mentioned something about me not knowing your name earlier. What should I call you? You want my number too? Kidding. Don't own a phone anyway. Benny's fine. You? Eddie. Oh, hey, we rhyme. Seems so. Well, I don't like it. I want to feel special. How do you feel about Eds? Well, alright, Eds. They might shoot us for real if we take too long. Come on. I'm telling you, if you have not played Elevator Hitch, I'm putting it at that you need to either watch it or, like, play it. That's just so much reminding me of that one. Character card received, Benny. Risky runaway. Character cards can only be used on special occasions. You can build a deck by talking with others and gaining their trust. You can always check what cards you currently have in the settings. Benny? Over here. Are those elevators? I'm just kidding. Why are you saying it like it's your sworn enemy? Because it is. One thing I hate more than getting hitched. Elevator hitch? Guys, you gotta go play it. The one thing I hate more than getting hitched are these hideous death traps. It's so small and close and packed, and there's no room to... I hate seeing it. If they're gonna make us march up to our own deaths anyway, why not just let me take the stairs? Seems like we don't get the luxury to choose. It'll be fine. I doubt they set up anything on these. It'd be pretty anticlimactic if we survived all that, then die from something like an elevator crash. Well, I've been talking about the normal ones so far, but now the possibility of there being more to these is messing me up double time. Thanks for that. Would me going first make you feel better? Yes. Ooh, I was supposed to go on the other one. My bad. Ah, shit. I knew it. Quick, is there a vent or escape hatch anywhere? None that I can see. Heads. So it's just moving and he's scared. Jackpot crash course. Wait, I've spotted another one. I was starting to think we got another dud. Diddly dreamboat. Oh. So, did you kill your partner in there, or what? Seems to just be the one. Maybe we'll end up with even numbers after all. Less solo winners than I was expecting, too. 4, 8, 12. I'm not seeing Benny. Was there really only meant to be one winner for the preliminary game? Are they not letting him up? What the hell is makeup? They were supposed to be in your dressing room. Duh. What else would makeup be doing? It's not dress rehearsal. Page them and let Dee deal with them. I stopped waiting on them 20 minutes ago. Lights were on in 15 seconds. Ah. Ugh. I still don't get why stairs weren't an option. What took you two so long? Everyone was waiting on you. Aw, man, does that mean I was the last one here? He's fine. Mr. Gates, please return to your mark. We're on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bet and forgive. Where winners strike big and losers fall hard, 20 lucky prisoners have been selected from right here in Motos to star, and 13 have proven themselves in the preliminary rounds to meet you here tonight. So it was supposed to be 12. Contestants have had a shot at accruing a few chips in that game, but depending on how they play, there's a slim chance they're still in the red. Mercifully, they'll still be receiving a few chips, as well as opportunities to win even more if they're out to help them from falling behind. And well, cutting their time here short, a recap of the preliminary games they played to get here, as well as interviews with each of our players will begin shortly. She looks familiar. Including a familiar face where I'm getting word a past showrunner has made it past the preliminaries. Now, wow, isn't that something? Don't leave them either. Witness the first of many trials that may show just who among them has what it takes to bet and be forgiven. Against any possible temptation, the winner taking home the grand prize of a total pardon. It all begins tonight on Bet and Forgive. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an extra lucky Season 7 of Bet and Forgive. I'm your host, Cupid King. It's lovely to have you here with us, Tony. Hey. Hey? I got paired up with a kid in there. What kind of stunt are you trying to play? First you handcuff him to some stranger, then you had the nerve to shoot a gun at him? Do you think that's funny or something? Is he even supposed to be here? I am talking to you. No, you just sit there. What an electrifying start to the season. We've got a great show planned for you tonight. And you'll get the chance to learn all about the season's contestants after this short message from our sponsor. Don't change that channel, folks. Cut. Always a surprise. Great, first makeup and now this. And my smokes are out. How long till we're back on? I'm going to have to wait until he's up again to do the interviews. Thank the devil we haven't let in the live audience yet. I'm taking my 15. Wait, excuse me, I have a question. Paranoid cosmetologist. The show usually starts by now. Are we expected to stay here until things properly resume? On my break, do whatever you want. Please do not do whatever you want. Instructions will be given momentarily. Contestants, please exit the stage in orderly fashion. You may explore the designated waiting space to familiarize yourself, but be prepared to return for interviews as needed. As such, Hold your horses. What about the contestants that didn't win any chips? Oh, so she made it Loyal Equestrian. There's something mentioned about their time being cut short? Oh, thank you for reminding me. Contestants that pass the preliminary round with their partner will be offered 5 as a compensation. This will keep you from being eliminated for time being. Only 5? That's barely any at all. What the hell are we supposed to do with that? Maybe if you bothered to win against your opponent, you'd have actually earned it. To be fair, I just guessed and I'm bad at it, so... We're preparing services so you'll have an ample opportunity to earn or win scatter throughout the waiting space. Faster if you let me do my job and help properly set everything back up. Just don't worry about it right now. We'll give out directions once... Just don't worry about it right now. We'll give out directions once things are back on schedule. Cupid and the masked assistant walk through the curtain and off the stage. Shit opening. Don't tell anyone, but I was totally planning on jumping down and making a run for it too. Glad that guy went before me. Huh? Hey, you alright? Earth to Eds, hello? Or should I call you Mr. Gates? Sorry, shit's going way too fast, that's a lot. It's TV, what were you expecting? Perhaps he didn't plan accordingly for his appearance here. Have you not watched the show before? Well, oh my, how surprising. Out of everyone, you seem most likely to watch a show as barbaric as to incapacitate someone live on air like this. I completely agree, my lady. Shield your eyes from the display. I wouldn't wish for you to become faint. Oh, no, no, wait. I missed it. As honorable as ever. Honorable might be pushing it. Who would even try to pull a stunt like that before the show starts? Serves him right for not following his assigned role. Wait, you mean those things we got from the slot machine? I thought those were just suggestions, like, for the audience entertainment. You don't remember management saying they were mandatory? It's the participants' responsibility to adhere to the title assigned to them. But I did also request a lawyer to be present while I read mine over. Tough luck, Bull. Looks like you're gonna be stuck acting like a brute the rest of the show. The application form did say they'd base it off our history, so we'd have an easier time following them. From the looks of the tape, you've had no trouble following your brutal title, so you shouldn't have anything to worry about. But hey, no, I didn't. Oh, wait, I read it wrong. But hey, no, I didn't. Didn't yell at and attack your partner into giving up their chips? Didn't yell at and attack your partner into giving up all their chips? Benny, back me up here. Benny isn't in the front of his door. Benny isn't in front of his door where he was standing only a moment ago. Never mind. Benny started to nonchalantly kick at the slump body on the floor. Ish, is he even alive? He's still twitching, so my guess is yes. Whoa, good guess. Yay, I've won. You owe me 5 whole chips. Damn it, I knew I shouldn't have gone with the other horse. Wait, did we even make a bet? You should still be kicking him. Oh no, he said should you still be kicking him. Not making him any worse, is it? It's making it worse. Should I even catch that? What'd he say? Good heavens, never mind that. Look at his wrist. That's one hell of a mark. Hard to see the full extent of it with that cup in the way, but... Speaking of, when are they going to remove these anyway? Do we gotta head backstage or something? Pardon me, but Mr. Gates and Mr... Cut to the chase lady. Do you two recall seeing anything being fired at the young man before he fell over? Don't think so. I wasn't even looking in that direction. Well, this is just another silly guess of mine. But when he received his penalty, maybe something was activated within him that caused him to be electrocuted. Or perhaps by... something that was already on him. You mean these things are still around just to shock us? Sounds like something they do. I mean, why else would they only break the chains? For dramatic effect, duh. The freaks behind the screens that like to eat that up. I do admit I quite enjoyed the theatrics as well. Felt like they were overdoing it, really. You know, what's really overdoing it? Having it stuck with a wrist version of an ankle monitor until the finale. I'm gonna look for a way to get it off. Wait, Benny. Oh my, seems like your friend already left. Do cheer up, Mr. Gates. You two must have had plenty of time together during roulette, did you not? I know I certainly had with my dear Rook. Why don't you try to meet up with others in the meantime? Plenty of birds in their cages. What do you mean, fish in the sea? Nope. What'll you be doing? Oh my, I apologize, I've forgotten to introduce myself. Please call me Cecilia, it's a pleasure to meet you. As for me, well, this young man seems awfully troubled, and I'd like to keep him some company, at least until he properly comes to. No harm in that, yes? No harm, but also isn't heartless. But if I made him, wouldn't simply toss the injured behind, would she? Guess not. It might be best for you to join everyone else behind the curtains. Please do check on Rook for me if you meet her. Mission card received electrical burn. Let's see. Oh, wait. Using the wrong key. Can I talk to you? Seems to be the production team. You hear something about changeovers and editing, but before you can properly listen in, they stop talking, waiting for you to exit the stage. Seems to be the production team. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Same thing. Oh! Past the chasm are the staff operating the cameras and what looks like an empty space behind the bars. It's a chasm. Did I say it wrong? Nonsensical jokester. Oh, so it says their names. Cool. Can I go up? I love that. Cecilia might be onto something about meeting the others. He seems to have noticed you standing near them. Orca Man. Me? That's right, I'm yapping at you. Hurry up and lend the crew a hand. You gotta look for provisions that'd make Shark Bag feel better. Who? Me partner, the fellow who took the blow from me up on stage. The underdog crybaby, I believe his role was. You guys want to help him? Well, I'd say it serves him right for disobeying the rules. It does feel quite unfair for him to be punished without a detailed warning prior. This may be a competition, but I'd much prefer it be a fair game for everyone. We must not forget to be civil and maintain our sportsmanship even in a hostile environment like this. I don't know about all that, I just want to help him be okay because he's my chum. He started to pull out your jacket sleeve, trying to drag you over to the side where his makeshift crew is standing. Well, don't you stand there, Orca Man. All hands needed on deck. Think more on it. I'm not ready. Too afraid to sail, I see. Fine, we don't want a landlubber like you on the ship anyway. Looks like he's leaning more towards a pirate than a sailor. Well, hold on, I want to talk to more people. What fun is a competition if they're willing to help the loser? And I thought I was supposed to be the... nonsensical one. Hello? Just means fewer players to worry about. Those types won't last long. It doesn't mean they need to spoil it for the rest of us while they're around. Keep down, will you? I don't want us to be cemented as the annoying ones before we're able to actually get anything done. They can spend their time however they like, but only if you two spend yours focusing on... Seems to notice you just pausing mid-sentence, the other's eyes follow. Hey you, the guy with the messed up face. Me? What's wrong with my... You got something on your eye? What are you looking at? I was... starting a fight? This guy's threatening us or something. What a psycho. You guys should go call for security? This guy's really causing a scene. That's not what I... What? What it's trying to say is that while we appreciate the slack jaw gawking, we're trying to have a conversation. Maybe try your luck else. So you made it out with 0 chips, right? The other two exchanges, confused, looked at the other. Yeah, that's right. Real shame. We were just planning on doubling your pot if you'd like to join us. What are you asking him for? I thought you wanted a tight ship. No worries if you can. I saw that fellow over there quite the shock. I'm sure everyone's worried sick looking for bandages and we don't want to distract you from anything more important. We may need the help finding more funds if you have the time. Sorry, I'm not very big on gambling. Oh, don't worry, we wouldn't be wasting any time on that. We're talking more of a direct route. You're acting pretty chummy for someone asking to rob something with a stranger. Who said anything about robbing a prison? No, he's on the money. We're robbing the joint. That was the plan, wasn't it? I can't see a possibility where that doesn't go horribly wrong. The moment we're caught, we'd be eliminated. Why take the risk at all? We have our reasons. The details can come after. There isn't much time until we're called back for interviews, and are we in business or not? Think more on it. Oh, what's the catch? Yeah, good question. What's the catch, Suits? Personally, I've never been one to get into fights. And God knows these two wouldn't be able to wrestle their way out of trouble. So you need to Fall Guy. We'd like the muscle. Of course, we'd like for everything to go right, but don't worry, you could still be the Fall Guy when things go wrong. If things go wrong. And you can trust we're professional enough to avoid getting to that point in the first place. Yet no. You got caught. That's why we're here. I'm beginning to suspect I might have overestimated you. Better come to your senses soon. You seem to be interested in the two below. Okay, so I can't talk to them. Poor thing, should we help him as well? I don't think getting further involved with him is the play. We still need to look out for ourselves. Besides, haven't you heard the news? Lots to investigate now. We wouldn't want to waste investigation, as if it isn't just us slowly walking around and pointing at things. This is serious. It's practically a given that everyone else's first move would have been to explore each room to get used to the arena. Thankfully, the plan I have in mind goes beyond that. We'll look further into the producer's side of things, not just the bare minimum the game allows you to see. You seem like the type to go missing under mysterious circumstances after the staff takes you out back. Exactly my point. The whole place is an elaborately built set. Think about all the different layers that could be surrounding it. There's not a chance these walls don't have something hidden behind them. Hell, or under the floors. Don't even get me started on the vents. If I were to guarantee one thing, it's that there's always some kind of reward that comes with being thorough. We could find something that'll help us in the next game. Sounds promising. But I'm more worried about any of us getting in some serious trouble for this. It'd be awful to see you two hurt. There's gotta be a loophole we're overlooking. You will be joining this group for investigations, are you sure? Yes. The only thing we were told was to familiarize ourselves with the arena. Just tell them you were doing that if you get caught. How long has he been standing there? For the entire round. And you didn't think to tell me? Oh, I thought you already knew. Sorry about that. Well, if you don't mind, we're trying to have a private discussion. You can go along and... What he said isn't too bad of an idea, though. I doubt they punish anyone when they haven't explained the details in the first place. Most likely just let us off with a warning. If it's alright with everyone, I could tag along. I was planning to do the same anyway, so... Sure, I don't see a problem with that. I haven't played Stardew Valley, but I feel like he's giving Stardew Valley. I do. He just came up with an excuse for you. Well, but still, shouldn't you ask for my opinion before letting others in on it? Oh, sorry, was I supposed to? Why, it's not like you're the leader anyway. Of course I'm not. I mean, well, technically we didn't make a vote or anything, but I did come up with the plan and was the one to recruit you two for a specific reason while he's... In that case, we could take a vote right now. Would that make you happy? I mean, I could just leave. I vote for the bull guy. I vote for the bull guy. Huh? Oh no, I'm not sure to vote for yet. Vote for the bull guy. Don't. Works for me. All settled then. Cheers to our new leader. No thanks, really, guys. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get the position you wanted. Would you like to be the vice leader instead? No, it's all good. Perfectly pleased with the results. If this is what the people want, then who am I to argue? Someone's taking this well. Show us the way, leader. This better not become a whole thing. Alright, we shouldn't waste any more time. Let's split up and search for... But shouldn't we introduce ourselves to our leader before that? Also, first off, I know it says there's 3 directions. I'm probably only going to play this one time through. Possibly. But, I didn't want to get, I felt like we were going to get caught if we did the other one, and I just didn't want to help the guy on stage. I probably should have, though, right? So we'll do this one, and if this is very long, then I'll just do like a second playthrough with the other ones. We'll see how it goes. But shouldn't we introduce ourselves to our leader before that? What, are you going to suggest playing Icebreakers or Truth or Dare while we're at it? Just so you know, I'm not risking revealing any personal information down here. Yeah, no offense, but I'd rather jump in front of a truck. I actually kind of agree with him. Whoa, I was just thinking about sharing our names. I'm Coben. It's nice to have you as our leader. Little Ladybug is Poppy. She and I were partners during roulette, actually. And this eager investigator is... Don't you dare tell him my... Vega. I heard you were Gates. Oh, Eddie. Works fine. Not important. Are we done here? We should start with backstage first before going any further. Still unconscious, he seems troubled. Well, it seems you've met with quite the party. What brings a flock like you together? We're just scouting around for now. Have you found any devious secrets? Not yet, but I'll keep you posted. No, you will not. This is meant to be classified, Edwin. Oh, I hope I'm not intruding. No, I'll catch you later. Ta-ta. Perhaps the mirror is only one way. That I doubt something's on the other side. Maybe Bull Guy should smash it. Well, I don't know about that. There should be a less violent way of checking. See if your fingernails are touching with your reflection. Hasn't that been debunked? Regardless, it's an obvious spot to hide cameras. Who knows what footage they can get of us and edit into something else or use it as evidence to punish us. Reminds me of somebody I know. We should be careful with that. We should be careful with what we say. So we shouldn't be talking out loud about sneaking into staff areas and finding out what they're planning. Shh. Seems to be a little storage area for extra clothing and accessories. I guess I could save. Is that it? A wall plastered with posters and adverts of flashy-looking people in them. Is this some sort of Hall of Fame for the previous winners? How generous of them to include their smiling faces to motivate us. Almost looks like a shrine at least. They still included Lynette. Who? Pink-haired girl, last season's winner. Not surprised you're a fan of this show. Just a casual watcher. She's less forgettable than all the others. A lot of people upset about her being pardoned, but honestly, a villain character winning has kept it interesting for me. Villain? She's a real person, not just some character. If you actually watched an episode, I think you'd say differently. Seems to be the door to Cupid's dressing room. This private room. I'm sure there could be some incredibly damning information here. If only one of us knew how to pick locks. Wait, do none of you know how to pick locks? Why would we? Well, I don't know. You're all criminals, aren't you? Would it make sense statistically for one of you to know how? Statistically, no. If that's the case, wouldn't it make sense for you to know how? You're just as much of a criminal as any of us. The last part's debatable. But yes, I just don't have any of the correct tools with me. Wait, you actually know how? Talented. I didn't know cosmetologists could do that. I'll go ask my sister. Is that not the same thing? I should have guessed. You seem like the type to have a creepy set of skills like that. Let me guess, was your crime stalking? It's not creepy to know how to get into places others would prefer you stay out of. It's a very versatile skill set to have. Regardless, it seems like this isn't somewhere we can access at the moment. So lobby it is, I guess. Okay, well, Are we checking the water thing too? Like, am I supposed to talk to them? Do these concrete areas weird you out too? I guess, yeah. It's easy to get caught up in the bright lights and but they're this bizarre reminder this is all still meant to be a prison. Well, you don't need to make it sound so creepy. Don't know, it's more reassuring to me than anything else. I'd honestly prefer if they were more blatant with it. It's more honest than treating this place like a fancy resort. I've never been in a backstage area before. It feels very upscale. When you think of it, I don't think I've been to a regular stage either. This room having reinforced concrete and brick walls is somewhat odd. For a show that requires constant remodeling and set design, it makes me wonder if this area is older than the rest. I don't know what you want me to do. Can I go back on stage? Locked off. Okay, is that it? I don't know if you want me to look. Should I talk to them again? Seems you've met quite quick. Yeah, I've already talked to them. Yeah, did I miss something in the dressing room? Dressing room. I've already talked to this one. Oh, hats off to the costume department. I'm quite happy with the uniform they prepared for me. How about you? Did you request anything? Just something normal. Oh, I'm sorry they didn't follow it. Someone must have missed the note. Is it really that bad? So you hate your getup too? Not terrible, just a bit warm. Could have been worse, look at me. But do you not normally wear pigtails and polka dots? Shut it, desk jockey. Okay, I think that's the only thing that I'm missing, right? Look, a camera. Perhaps we can use this to communicate with audience members outside. Would they really allow that? Maybe if we lean closer, the audience will be able to see that pimple on your hairline. But, hey, I don't have a pimple. Don't worry, it's not very noticeable. Especially since the camera's not even on. Oh. Even if it was, it's reality TV, not to mention we're only live when on stage. I doubt they'd air anything they don't want shown. Like Vega's acne. Exactly. I think that's about everything worthwhile here for now. We should be good to move on. Can I talk to you again? No. Okay. Interesting. I wonder what kind of commentary this statue is supposed to evoke. Isn't it a bit on the nose? It would have been much better if it was a grass sculpture. The green would have stood against all this red. Everything has some kind of purpose behind it. There must be a reason behind its material and placement. Maybe if you pull out its arm, something will trigger. A hidden lever? Why didn't I think of that? Wait, Vega. You quickly grab Vega's wrist, dragging them back from entering the fountain. If you got something to say, then just use your words, will you? Sorry. But the cup's most likely a shock, or I don't think it's worth it to get it splashed with water. I was going to do it in a way that won't get a drop of liquid on it. Go for it, then. Vegas, watch your arm. Vegas, watch your hand away and continues walking into the water. It was still nice of you to point out before anything happened. They could have gotten gravely hurt. I'm so close. You actually wanted that to happen, didn't you? Vega pulls on one of the arms of the statue. It doesn't budge at all. No noticeable changes in the lobby either. This might just be decor, actually. Well, we would have never known that unless we tried, so let's still see this as a win. Dive in and check the bottom tiles to be extra sure. Don't. So the cuffs being a shocker, is that verified? How did you figure it out? I would have never guessed that myself. It's still just a theory, but Cecilia and I were talking about it earlier, and... So you aren't even sure? It's better to play it safe. The cuff's in a different material than what I'm used to. I also didn't see anyone... I also didn't see anyone shoot the guy. He did that on his own. Obvious when you think about it. Just wanted to test him, that's all. I'm glad we talked this out as a team. I know Vega said we should look out for ourselves first, but I can't help worrying for that poor fellow backstage. Did you know aloe vera could be a good plant remedy for burns? His isn't technically a fire burn, but still they promote the circulation and growth of bacteria. I do hope they have something like that in the shop. This feels like babysitting at a theme park while you kids run around. Look at this. Whoever says to the guilty you are innocent will be cursed by peoples and denounced by nations. But it will go well with those who convict the guilty, and rich blessings. Am I reading that? Whoever says to the guilty you are innocent will be cursed by peoples and denounced by nations. But it will go well with those who convict the guilty, and rich blessing will come on them. Proverbs 24 verses 24 to 25. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Wait, we should stay back. There seems to be a guard posted here. Why, are you nervous? I didn't see any lockers for you to be stuffed into, so you shouldn't have anything to worry about. It's not that. We're standing alert by a restricted area that may hold confidential information about the game itself. If we get too close and are spotted, who knows what they may do to us? Aren't they just guarding that VIP door? Exactly. There's nothing to be intimidated by, Vega. They're just here to do their job. Here, just watch. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Your entry is denied. Well, it's not healthy to keep things bottled up like that. I think he just means entry to the VIP area is denied. No, maybe he's got a lot of emotional... baggage. We should keep bugging him. Buddy, it's okay. You can up and up. The guard seems to be ignoring your group. Aw, don't be like that. Stop cohorting with the enemy. And let's see how it's supposed to be... Now let's see how is it we're supposed to get inside. Contestants with a minimum of 20 chips may enter. Oh, I didn't realize you were still listening. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, that's strange. That is me only. Oh, really? I thought the confessional with theater bulbs was a tasteful addition. No, not that. This is one of the few rooms I've seen with a door like this. The walls, too. They're thicker here than around the VIP entrance or the backstage rooms. Maybe it's a set thing like you were talking about earlier? You mentioned it all being one big shell. Could be one of those passageways. Or it could be soundproofing. They had thicker walls like that where I used to work, and they did wonders keeping things quiet. Never would have guessed gardeners out of all the jobs were a part of the market for these. Well, you learn something new every day. Wait, that's not the only thing off. What is it? The slot to insert something to use this. It's too small to be for chips. Most, if not all, payphones were used with coins. Crazy, I know. No, for once he's onto something. For once. It's weird that everything else is chip-oriented except this. Cupid ever mentioned currency outside of chips? Maybe he forgot? Being on stage can be very stressful after all. I doubt it, he seemed right at home. Infunno. Very clever. I don't really get it, but I do like fun. I hope they have corn mazes. They were my favorite at fairs as a kid. I don't think this is that kind of fair. One of those masked staff mentioned opportunities to gain chips throughout the show. This must be one of them. You're saying this is some kind of carnival-themed gambling pit? Gambling? Oh, is she allowed to go in there? Seeing that they're completely okay with the possibility of exploding my skull, I assume the legality of me walking into a casino is the least of their worries. How old are you again? Old enough. I should have just scouted alone. Seems to be a game booth where you can play coin flip for chips. Ah. Could be that the coin we're supposed to use on the second floor phone booth. No, this one looks too small. It was still worth a try. Good eye, Vega. Seems to be a game booth where you can play a carnival-style shooting gallery for chips. Can I play it? Maybe she can't play it yet. Seems to be a game booth where you can play pig dice for chips. Seems to be a game booth where you can play higher or lower for chips. A food stand that seems to sell various street foods, some of which you haven't tried before. They seem to be average functioning slot machines. It's the closest thing to resembling a normal casino. I think that's about everything worthwhile here for now. We should be good to move on. Painting depicting an execution by electric chair. Painting depicting an execution by firing squad. Painting depicting an execution by burning. You notice a familiar face in the shop near the counter. Is that... do you think he's here to spy on us? I think he's busy haggling with the cashier. Maybe we're not as important as you think we are. Well, he's still the host. That seems like a pretty high status to have down here. Who knows what he's planning to do to us? You think the pink balding man will show up in your nightmares tonight? That's not... It's perfectly okay to be scared, Becca. It's something natural and nothing to be ashamed of. I'm not scared of him. Edwin, help me out here. I really just want to say he's overreacting. I don't know, you seem pretty scared. Shouldn't have expected anything. How can you three be so simple-minded? You'll never survive long undermining possible threats like that. But if he's important, that means he has answers, right? If our goal is to learn more about the show, why don't we ask him directly? Do you even hear yourself? A deaf game host being honest and cooperative is unthinkable. You're all sadistic, bloodthirsty, backstabbing weasels who... You know I can hear you guys from here, right? I'm not associated with them. Edwin, why don't you do the talking? What? Why me? Well, you're the leader, aren't you? Wow, what a quick turnaround. What did you do to that contestant? You mean sandbag? I didn't do anything. They seem like a very healthy fellow. I don't think he'd just suddenly faint on his own like that. Oh no, something criminals in the same room and flashed lights on them. The hell do you think was going to happen? I don't control that either. Complete our lighting department. But you gotta admit, it's pretty good theatrics. Information card update electrical burn. What are you planning? Well, right now I'm getting black cats if the shopkeeper weren't being so damn greedy. No, not... What's your point with the show? What's your game here? I have to ask production on that. I just have the call sheet. You know, most people open a conversation with, hi, or hello, right? Then why host the show? Are you truly here just to follow orders from those controlling everything? Yeah, that's typically what a job is. Most jobs don't include pointing a gun from a demon's throat at people just to watch them squirm. If I wanted to watch people suffer, I would have just watched the show. Sorry to disappoint, but if you're looking to talk with a showrunner, you're talking to the wrong guy. However, if you're looking for an autograph, I've got discounts on them right now. No. So are you truly not that important in the grand scheme of things? Who really is? Very wise, Poppy. I'd argue being the host is a pretty solid position if you want to be a weird asshole about it. Mr. King, please make your way to your dressing room. Shooting will begin again momentarily. I'd really love to continue chatting, but duty calls. Try not to take too low... Try not to take too long with whatever it is you're doing. We're behind schedule as it is. Enough as it is. Cupid gives your group one last judging look before heading out of the shop. Cashier is protected behind a thick, transparent barrier. There's a small opening at the bottom you can use to exchange chips and drop a bolt in a drop box below the window. Seems to be where you can purchase and receive items listed on the menu. Too bad that blanket's out of my price range. Do you really plan on spending all your time sleeping between games? What else is there to do? An autograph poster from the host for free is quite a generous deal. Still a bit too expensive for my taste, unfortunately. Can you just say free? They seem rather concerned with keeping us separate from the shop attendant. Probably an issue with past season contestants trying to rob items or chips. Or there's something behind the counter we're not meant to see. Items that probably shouldn't be sold to criminals are neatly put on view behind a thick glass display. I don't know what else I'm supposed to look at. Wheel of Fortune. I'm not buying anything. I have 5 chips to my name, so... Someone already bought a 20-chip item, and it's a first aid kit, too. What a relief. I hope it's for the guy who fainted. How reckless can they be to spend on something that costly before interviews are even done? Were they even paying attention during introduction? That weird probably placed some of her chips on the shop window. But what are you doing? What does it look like? You can't just march right up and buy things like that. Why not? I mean, you can, but as I just said, the chips are like our lives. Shouldn't you think more critically before spending it? It's all I'll ever need. What did you get, Poppy? A blanket. Oh no, she got a sleeping mask. Oh, it suits you. Good choice, honestly. Don't encourage her. What are you getting then? Glad you asked. I'm saving up to get something that really matters. The only thing worth noting on the menu is obviously the fan message. Really? Thought you'd prefer the suite. Why on earth would I? You can't seriously believe that room is actually private. It's not? It's obviously being bugged with secret cameras scattered every inch in that space. I'd rather explain to the audience directly what I'm trying to accomplish and clear my name, than spend all my savings and set foot on an obvious scam. You seem confident they'll listen to you. People watch this show because they're curious about who we are, how the stage works, what the next game will be. And when you're curious, you tend to get attached to those who can directly provide you the answers. Speaking like there's any guarantee that it'll actually air. I think that's about everything worthwhile here for now. We should be good to move on. Giving the same energy as the one person I know that said, yeah, if you get your passport card to Canada, I don't know if they'll let you in actually, because you have colored hair. Moving on. Execution by guillotine, lethal injection, and hanging. Look, they decorated the bar just for you. But it's just a bunch of nooses. Oh. Oh, look, a nice little nook for privacy. If they bothered turning off that neon sign, I'm sure it'd be a killer place to sleep. Too bad every inch of this place is obsessed with assaulting by eyes. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Look. Whoa. Yes, as you can see, there's... Vega does have a pimple right above their hairline. No way. No, I think Vega's actually spotted something. Or Vega, oh my god. Looks like there's a vent on the ceiling. could potentially lead through somewhere off limits. And in a concealed space no less. I don't think the architects were thinking about the layout for a space filled with criminals very well. I don't blame them. The turnaround for building this new set every season can't be easy. I can't imagine their laborers are being treated well under those constraints. Maybe we should file a complaint on their behalf about the... Could you two shut up already? Sugar received about the bar vent. Are we testing the vent out? If there's nobody manning the bar and there are no cameras within the clove, we should be safe to explore it. There weren't any rooms north of the bar that we had access to, meaning the vent likely leads somewhere off limits, like a janitor's closet. Exactly. That was meant to be a dig, but it might be even sadder that you got excited by that. It's not what's in a closet that could be exciting, but where that could lead to. The staff-only areas connect with one another. We found a closet that may lead to a break room, and that break room could lead to where the showrunners work, where the show's analytics are stored, then The custodian's closet is the first step to what could become a grand conspiracy. I never knew you were so passionate about the janitorial duties. Still, perhaps we missed something. Maybe another sweep would be advantageous. If we have to walk around and dig through every little corner again, I'm ditching. The worker that was following around Cupid on the stage mentioned things were still being set up. So you're suggesting we should wait until the producers are ready before we begin trespassing? That's very thoughtful of you. No, I'm suggesting if you want to break in, we shouldn't put it off. The workers are busy setting up the arena. They'll be pulled away from other responsibilities. There's a chance things could become more busy once the bar is in working order. Wow, look at you starting to sound like an actual delinquent. And here I thought the leather jacket was trying to compensate. Good point. We'll do a quick sweep to see what's on the other side. So, how are we supposed to open the vent? I carried a lot of bagged soil, but I don't think I'm strong enough to bend metal yet. But this type of task is exactly why I wanted you in the group. Can't you at least try? I might have something. Why, got any ideas? Well, I've got a crowbar, and you didn't think to tell us? Did you even get something like that? You couldn't have possibly smuggled it in. It dropped out of the slot machine in my cell. So that's the lucky charm they issued with? I suppose giving their brute character a blunt weapon like that would make for interesting TV. In any case, it's absolutely something we could use to our advantage. That reminds me, what did you get? Let's focus on the task at hand. Avoiding the question. Now, Vega, that doesn't sound very fair. I'm sharing only when it becomes relevant, and that's final. Now get to it, we don't have much time. That'll do. Alright, Poppy, you're up. What? You know. Vega awkwardly gestures toward the vent entrance, looking back and forth between it and Poppy. You want me to go in there? Yeah. Yeah? Coben's the muscle, you're the scout, that's why I approached you guys, remember? Oh, I figured it was because everybody else thought you were annoying and were avoiding you. That too. Fine, give me a boost. Be quick, try not to be too lackadaisical about it. If I get caught, I'm telling them you told me to do it. Oof. Problem. Jesus Christ, you scared me. Oh my god, you can see her head. What is it? Did you get caught? No, nothing that exciting. Found a room, but I just can't get the vent from the other side open. Oh, do you need to borrow my crowbar? Scoring a free weapon I can swing around at unsuspecting passerby sounds tempting. But then there's no way I'd be able to use that. I need someone stronger to come with. Fine, fine. Let me go in first. You can give me directions from behind. What a gentleman. You're gonna take a left right here. Thanks. Did you see what was on the other side at all? Not really. It was pretty dark in there. It smelled like a hospital, though. Hospital? Why, you scared of doctors or something? Huh? No, it's just... Why would they have a hospital here? They clearly aren't using it to help the contestants. Now you're starting to sound like Vega. You were close to being tolerable with the crowbar stunt, but it's losing steam. I'll try to tone it down. Maybe it's for the staff. Huh? The hospital, maybe it's in case if the staff get hurt. Think there's any stuff we can snag from there? Stealing from a medical unit? That's cool of you, bold guy. Even for a criminal. 20 chips for a med kit is steep. And I'm sure if it's bad enough, they'll get their staff at an actual clinic sooner than they would us. That is assuming they have benefits. Another left. Thanks. How much do you think they get paid anyway? I'd assume a lot considering what they're being asked to do. On top of being stuck down here with us. That too, why are you interested in applying? It wouldn't be too bad a gig. Do you think they hire convicts? Maybe the winner can try for it? The winner? Do you not plan on winning? It's here. You were right, it does smell like a hospital. Ladies first. Yeah. Press space to repeatedly pop the vent open. Is this? Nice to see they're prepared at least. Definitely not a hospital then. Still bizarre seeing a morgue, right? I have expected them to just leave our bodies to rot wherever they fell. Information card received about the morgue. I bet you dropped down from his right above. We should check everything out before heading back. Hey, take a look. Did you find something gross? No, but there's a spreadsheet open. Ew, I'd prefer you find a brain or something. So 7, yeah. Information card received. Preliminary status. Any medical supplies you were hoping to steal? No, I'm sure an actual doctor looking through this could find something useful, but it all looks the same to me. I guess the equipment for examining a dead body isn't as in line with examining an alive one. Would have guessed. Hey, over here. It's mine. Oh, that's foreboding. Look, there's one for lackadaisical pest too, and one for paranoid cosmetologist. Seems there's one for each of us. That's cute. They're unlocked too. How messed up would it be if we opened it and our own bodies were in there? Okay, well now I have to check. Seriously? Okay, yeah, empty. Did you actually think you'd find something in there? The thought of it was freaking me out. I wouldn't have been able to leave without knowing, or I'd be thinking about it all day. Hey, wait, what about the ones that got stuff on it? You mean the clipboards? I don't recognize the roll on it. Do you think there are people that died during the Do you think these are the people that died during the preliminary rounds? Looks like it. Check this out. Participant 1B deceased. And 1 roulette incident report, player in elimination, gunshot wound. Player elimination, cause of death, gunshot wound, and anatomical summary, gunshot wound number 1, fatal, GSW entering through anterior midline scalp and exiting right posterior scalp. No projectile recovered. Participant 2A. Tampering of equipment. Gunshot wound, gunshot wound. Partial bullet recovered. Participant B deceased. Tampering of equipment. Ooh, entry through the lateral left knee and exiting through the left knee. No projectile recovered. Player elimination. Okay. There's a lot more on this one. Huh. This one only has 1. Is producer interference? I think it says. Player elimination. Player contravention. Refusal to proceed to game area. Burn on right flexor. Wait, is he dead? Autopsy reports. Can we open the trays? Locked. Why did you want to gawk at the bodies or something? No, nothing like that. I guess it's just weird knowing they were other contestants. There's a chance we could have met them if things turned out differently. At least they weren't alone. Even if we never met them, they got the decency of dying with somebody else. Though they'd only known each other for a few minutes, I'm sure they still appreciated it. Guess so. Information got received. Wait, so is that guy gone now? I thought he was alive still, because he's waking up. Wasn't that his? That's weird. What is? These files, all the contestants include their medical information. I guess it's nice for them to keep tabs on any health conditions we have. Yeah, but why keep it in the morgue? Is there anything worth knowing about in here? I doubt the grand conspiracy Vega was talking about included whether or not anyone here has asthma. Actually, hey, let me look at theirs. I want to see if there's anything embarrassing. It doesn't have anybody's name, just participation 1A and stuff. Damn, well, is there anything worth making fun of? Give me a sec. Participation 1A damage to thyroid. One of them has chronic sciatica, whatever that means. Participant 10A, history of heart conditions. That's all I can really get from it. It's a lot of medical jargon. I forgive you. There probably wasn't much I could riff off of anyways. Suddenly feel the back of your throat choke as you hear voices fast approaching from down the hall. Thought he was leaving. He just had a going away party last week, didn't he? No, started gambling again on his probation. Shit. Let's go. Poor bastard, at least they were open to rehiring him. Right, hired. But yeah, he's darn good security. I can see why they offered again, even with his habits. Maybe even because of those habits. Eddie? Eddie. Are you listening? Eddie. Huh? What are you doing? Come on. We need to go. He's saying that. No time. I thought they were gonna jump in one. Did you hear that? Hear what? I could have sworn I heard the tray door. Ooh, spooky. Maybe they're trying to get out and seek revenge on their prison guards. Ugh, don't even bring that up. This place gives me the creeps. Even if we had zombie serial killers roaming the place, I don't think we'd have anything to worry about. It's not like we're the ones who shot them. I've just been on edge ever since management brought up a break-in. Has security not fixed that yet? Apparently not. I don't know if they're even sure. Tammy told me there was a missing med kit from the shop. But for all we know, someone might have just misplaced it. That's annoying. We're already rushed enough as it is. That's annoying. We're already rushed enough as is. I don't even want to guess what upper management's planning. Probably figuring out if there's anyone left they can give overtime to that isn't already crunching. Hey, if we're lucky, maybe that devil will offer some gift cards in exchange for it. Don't count on it. The door clicks shut and you each hear their footsteps trail down the hall. How do they not see the vent? You still alive? Yeah, I think we're good to leave. Agreed. Information card received break-in. Was I supposed to like click something? Because I wasn't like... I don't think I was supposed to. I think that was meant to happen. Oh no, what happened to my screen? Oh no, that's how it is. Never mind. A death wish or something? We saw everything, let's go. You never know. Event you drop down from is right above. Return to bar. Honey, we're home. Shh. Look. How long have they been there? Arrived a few minutes ago after Vic, Elise, and Bones came in, then left. Who are they again? The trivial tycoon, nonsensical jokester, and deadly dreamboat. I think they're planning to do something to the Sailors group. Who are they again? You guys really don't have everyone's names and roles memorized yet. Sailor, Rook, and Maneki, they're the dappy goon, loyal equestrian, and tongue-tied enigma. Do you think the bartender suspects anything? Why do you ask? With all of us whispering and crowded into the shady corner of a bar, I'd say we're pretty inconspicuous. No one's been keeping them busy, but I'm unsure if they were sent here because they were assigned to bartend, because the camera we missed caught us. Well, if they haven't said anything yet, I'd hope we're in the clear. We can't be sure. Let's retrieve. We can't be sure. Let's retrieve him before he reveals anything he shouldn't. Coben. Hello, I was talking to the bartender about the drinks they have on offer. Anything good? Questionable. Yes, that's very nice. We were actually coming over to get you. It has a flavor I've never experienced in ginger drinks before. Do you know where you sourced the ginger root? No. Did you seriously order something while I was looking away? What'd I say about spending chips? What about the kale? Do you think it's not mixing well with the agave nectar? How should I know? Just take your drink and leave. Yes, let's. Vega takes Coben away from the bartender and to a corner of the bar. Bartender turns to trouble himself with something else. Oh my god. I assumed it was agave. But on second taste, I'm unsure. Are you guys still talking about that drink? It's weird. I don't think I've ever tasted something like that before. Weird in a good way, or weird in a bad way? Bad. Would you three shut up about that? The vents. What did you find in the vents? Did you find the janitor's closet? If they do have a janitor, they're not doing a very good job. It was dusty as hell in there. What was back there? Just a bunch of dead bodies. Very funny. I suppose it was just a dead end then. No, it was actually a bunch of dead bodies. It was a morgue. A morgue? Oh my god, I got all my cards. This one. No. 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 Is that it up there? Am I dumb? No. Morgue. There we go. Morgue with the purpose of storing deceased contestants' bodies. Yes. I want that card. There were 20 cabinets labeled with each of the contestants' roles. Store our bodies? And perform autopsies. Oh, but why? I thought they were catching all of our deaths on camera since they're the ones carrying it out in the first place. Wouldn't an examination of the body be a tad bit redundant? Especially since the show is an alternative way for executions. Foul play can still run rampant, I'm sure. That, and despite the flashy colors and death traps, this place is still under federal jurisdiction. I can't imagine them being able to kill whenever they want without a proper identification of each death. We also found several files on each of the contestants that had died in the preliminary rounds. You did? Oh, so all of the contestants that lost or weren't able to tie? A lot of them died via elimination, but there were some odd ones out. A couple died from messing with equipment. Did they say their name or who they repaired? Just some numbers on their roll. Trying to remember what the sheet had said. Participant 1B, 6B, and 10B died from a gunshot wound after being eliminated. Participant 10A died from excited delirium. When they did say someone had a heart thing. Sounds fake. Participant 2A and 2B died because they were tampering with equipment. Participant 8A died from player elimination, but it had a redacted part, like they had to change the original finding. Yeah, that's the one that said, producer something. Mostly bullet wounds, which isn't surprising, but what's with contestant 10A and excited delirium? That's right, what did that medical sheet say? I think this is the one I need to read. Participant 10A was also noted to have heart conditions, yeah. Likely a heart attack then. Or some sort of nerve damage. I hear it's a common association for many bodies that have been electrocuted. Where are you hearing this kind of stuff? Aren't you a gardener? That explains the burns on the wrist. The partner died because of player elimination while they died of player contravention. Even though they had won, they refused to keep playing and were electrocuted as punishment, with one administering the punishment likely not knowing about any heart conditions. Or not caring. Oh. This is great. It is? Don't you see what this means? A player was unlawfully executed despite meeting the requirements of the game. They had won their round and punished for not complying. But we're not supposed to die here unless it's via the rules of the game. Punishment and execution are very different things. I don't know. I mean, it's bad, but even on the autopsy, they reported that it was the player's fault. And they didn't attribute the cause of death to Bet and Forgive, they attributed it to the player's own health condition. Even though it does make Bet and Forgive look bad, it certainly isn't show. But hey, if you came here with the goal of getting a small chance at having the show be minutely fine, then it was a good effort. Minutely, sorry. And even that won't happen unless you get that information out, but I doubt they'd air you proudly revealing something like that. Still something to keep it in mind. It's not necessarily the information itself that's important, but it's that the information reveals a behavior and frame of mind from showrunners. If slip-ups to that degree are possible, who's to say they don't have other things under control? That's right. While we were in there, we overheard some of the staff talking about a break-in. Break-in? Who on earth would be trying to break into this place? Not many, I'd assume. That might explain how they were able to do it. Production was so busy setting up the show to keep us inside, they missed someone slipping through the cracks. Why? Staff said a first aid kit was missing? If they were coming here for something like that, wouldn't they just have stolen it from a regular pharmacy? Yeah, like a normal person. No, they're definitely here for a separate reason. Perhaps it's a crazed fan or someone with a connection to one of the contestants? Whatever the reason, we should be wary. All contestants, please proceed backstage. Interviews will begin momentarily. Once your name is called, you will be asked to go on stage. This was a big revelation and a strong first step. We made good progress today. I hope you'll do right as to not lose this momentum. So what's our next step after interviews? Well, like I just said, don't lose momentum. And don't trust anyone. Even you? How are we supposed to trust their suggestion that we don't trust anyone? You know what I mean. With that, Vega gets up and makes their way backstage. Not even a thank you. Maybe they just really love interviews. It's probably best we head out too. I don't want to risk whatever punishment they'll give us for being late. Shoot, but I didn't get to finish my drink. You don't sound very disappointed about it. Maybe Vega left because we didn't let them have a taste. Oh no, how careless of me. I didn't mean to exclude them. I should give the rest. Coben hurriedly follows after Vega with the drink in hand. Thanks by the way for helping me out back there. Sorry I froze on you. It's nothing. Even if you did almost mess everything up, it was nice not being sent in there alone. Besides, it was pretty funny to see you act like a deer caught in headlights. Just don't clean up like you did in... Just don't clam up like you did in there on stage and you should be alright. Thanks. Because that'd be really embarrassing, like, could be reputation-ending levels of humiliation. Thanks, Poppy. And don't get me started on how that could influence the games, killing yourself, and how you'll be remembered in one blow. Thank you, Poppy. With the cutthroat words, you catch a half-hearted smile as they leave and can't help but feel alright. Character card received, Poppy. Hey, you. Huh? You, the scumbag that pushed Sailor around? What? You think you're tough for threatening a kid? That it? What? No, I didn't push him around. I haven't talked to him at all during the break. Oh, are you sure? He said one of them was a scary guy wearing all black. I think I'm sure, yeah. Oh. Never mind then. Have a good day. Or, I guess, good luck with interviews? You too. Stupid. He's muttering to himself even as you walk away. I don't recall spotting you at all since you dismissed yourself from backstage. Me neither. Up to something bullish, I presume. You know that the roles are exaggerated, right? Well, I have my doubts. I guess you couldn't be worse than those vile, good-for-nothing miscreants. Who? Trivial Tycoon, Deadly Dreamboat, Nonsensical Jokester? Even just saying their roles makes my blood boil. Ish, you sound really heated. The hell they do. Question is, what didn't they do? Their lot ransacked my pockets for all I'm worth. Stole from and intimidated a young man who'd only wanted to help his friend. If you insist on saying you're not the role you were assigned, then I advise you to stay away from the likes of them. Seems like something had went down between the groups while we were investigating. What the hell's wrong with you? Looks like Elise and Sailor are getting in a fight. No. Telling someone to break a rib before a performance is a good thing. It's a theater slang for good luck. Everybody knows that, dummy. Never mind. Even after stealing from me, you're still giving me good luck? That's when somebody needs luck the most, isn't it? Wouldn't it be luckier if you just didn't screw me over in the first place? Huh. You're a real laugh. You know that, Dodo? Albatross, actually. Same thing. Is that live audience I'm seeing? You weren't there before. It's protocol. They usually test how contestants behave on the actual stage, but It's protocol. They usually test how contestants behave on the actual stage first, after the preliminary games. Once things are deemed safe for a live audience, then they let in. Thanks to the underdog stunt, it's been laid quite a bit. Also proved how effective the security measures are with the cuffs. Not to mention the entertainment value. Now we get the full experience. How come you sound so sure? Are you a huge fan or something? Ugh, nothing like that. Just someone well advised on how production like this works. Quite straightforward if you think about it. It's difficult to imagine trapping citizens underground in the same cage as more than 10 convicted criminals without some kind of confirmation that they won't bite. You're describing this place like a zoo. Fitting, don't you think? Her expression looks bored and completely unimpressed with the setup. But you notice one of her fingers anxiously picking at the skin behind her ears. Behind her ear. Nervous for interviews? I'm being serious. Do you think they'll shock anyone again? He won't get punished, they only shocked him because he was acting out of character with his role. I don't know how lackadaisical I can be with a live audience booing me. If it makes you feel better, you've been a real pest. Aw, really? You mean it? A total nuisance, yeah. You handled annoying Cupid in the shop, no problem. Just do that again, they'll love it. It does sound a lot more approachable. Did Vega like the drink? Oh wait, wrong one. Did Vega like the drink? I believe so. They looked nervous about going on stage and kept fiddling with their glasses. But after tasting it, they yelled, "What the hell is in that?" and got so excited they dropped the glass. Well, I'm sure you took their mind off interviews. How are you feeling, Mr. Bull? Like a quaking aspen. The what? Or also known as the trembling aspen. In other words, you look uneasy. A bit, yeah. Well, here's what I usually do to help with public speaking. I imagine my mamo... Is that mom? Close, it means granny. Just imagine a loved one is in the crowd, there to cheer you on and watch you do a good job. I'll pass. I think that just made me more stressed out. Yeah, no, I don't think I could have did that. I storied at church a lot and I just started the book. I suspect Coben may be trying to poison me. No, he just didn't want you to feel left out. You trust his act? Haven't been given reason not to yet. You think it's an act? It just feels like he's trying too hard to get on everyone's good side. Most likely to catch us off guard. Not to mention how his role of being creative could mean just about anything. I don't know what to expect from him and that makes him dangerous. You should talk about that during interviews. Maybe I will. Standing camera seems to be off. Afraid? No? Should I be? Of what exactly? They point towards the gate with their fan. Oh, are you asking if I get stage fright? Wait. I don't think so, no. He held up a fan with a drawing of a clam on it. No, I didn't clam up before, I forget that. It's locked, seems to be the door to Cupid's dressing room. Let's check the dressing room really quick. Oh, he's in there. He's doing his interview. Okay. You're going out on stage looking like that? Like what? Is something wrong? Oh, never mind. I forgot that's just what you look like. Ugh. Mr. Gates! What do you think about my new style? Can you tell the difference? Cecilia takes a step back and twirls around gracefully once. The hem of her dress floating momentarily before settling around her ankles. I can't remember. I'm gonna say it's her outfit. Like what you did with the dress? Suits you better? Why, thank you. You kept everything about me exactly the same as the last we met. I'm glad you noticed. Oh. You cracked me up, Mr. Gates. You weren't causing any trouble, were you? What makes you ask that? You did completely disappear after you left with Mr. Nix is supposed to be Mr. Cosmetologist and the others. It was nothing like that, but I appreciate the concern. How did things go for you? Swimmingly. For me at least, but it seems the flock that was helping Mr. Sandbag had a few strikes during the flight. Why, did something go wrong? Tension between the contestants is all. I'd say it's nothing to ruin their mood. There will be more chips to earn later in the day after all. I hear that. I'm guessing he's involved somehow? You're quite the detective. All that investigating must have helped, yes? I wouldn't trust him as much if I were you. I know his type. I heard that. I think that's it. I can go up here, but it's gonna tell me I can't go in. Wait until your roll is called. No contestants is permitted to leave until they finish their interviews. You can see the interview on stage playing live from here. Looks like Benny's out there now with Cupid. So I've got a question for you. I think that's supposed to be my job. And how much are you paying to keep it? Don't they usually hire someone who's actually charming as a host for shows like this? I mean, you're already balding from how much tacky pink dye you've smeared on your scalp, or is being eye candy our job? Not to mention how fake those losers across the stage are. If this is what makes them cheer, then booing me's a compliment. It continues with Benny antagonizing both Cupid and the crowd. Rita Bull, please make your way to the stage. Let's get this over with. I need to head on stage for interview. Oh, wait. No, that's a TV. I was thinking it was a window. Are you ready for your interview? As ready as I'll ever be. As you peek past the gate, you see the curtain separating the doorway from the main stage open, filling the corridor with a blinding light. Soon followed by a guard dragging Benny off the stage and muffled distant booing. Hey, warmed up the crowd for you. So I heard. Benny gets interrupted by the guards harshly nudging him from the back, stumbling forward. Keep moving. Benny very visibly rolls his eyes. Well, I don't... Wait. Well, don't break a leg. Don't? So you can haul ass out of there when they start throwing bricks, duh. I'll do my best. Rita Bull, please make your way to the stage. Refusal to comply will result... Refusal to comply will result in punishment. I got it. I'm coming. As you get closer to the stage, you hear loud yelling. From here, you can't tell if they're booing or cheering. To be continued in part 2. I was gonna say, I feel like it's already, we're at an hour and 40, so I feel like they said hour to hour and a half. So, that is chapter 1 of Jackpot Crash Course. I'm probably not gonna do the other ones. If you guys like this, I will revisit it right away. Let me know, and we can do the other 2 ones, because I did the investigation one. We could do the one where they, like, robbed the people, and the one where they did the medical trip or whatever. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Can I speed this up? But yeah, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below for more spooky games from me this month. I'm going to be doing some makeup, baking, and gaming videos for Halloween. And yeah, like I said, let me know if you want me to do the other 2. I will get right back on and we will do both other rounds. I love games by Rachel Draws this. I recommend Elevator Hitch. I put that one earlier in. Dead Plate is a really good one. I really like games by this person. I think you should check them out on itch.io. Thanks for watching.